What is good, everyone? A-Rock Oakley back for another Building Wedge. We are continuing forward, and our wish was granted. We have an amazing two-drop in the Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. I mean, honestly, I think that this is far better than I expected. I was hoping for another Alliance X-Wing style ship, and we got a vanilla 3-2, so much more aggressive, and we're able to leverage this with Sabine's masterpiece of being able to almost guarantee, not guarantee, but increase the odds of making use of the more powerful effect of giving an experience token to a unit. This is sweet. So really stoked about this one. I think this is a great spoiler. This is a great ship to pilot. We have a lot of great pilots to work this in, and yeah, I'm super stoked. The other spoiler that we can consider is Poe Dameron. This card is really, really cool. A 4 cost 3/3, you're like, nah, that's pretty bad. Comes with a 2/2 in space. So two different arenas for 4 costs is great, but then you have the ability to attach Poe to that X-wing or to a different space unit that doesn't have a pilot and give it +2/+3. That's great. I honestly think this is really good for Han 2 ECL, but stay tuned for one of those videos. I'm going to be talking about that very soon on my channel. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you were supposed to do for YouTube. But card is sick, very very good. I'm not sure if we have space for this just yet, but I do think that there is a discussion to be had about maybe adding some ground units like fleet lieutenants and cards like that. I think Fleet Lieutenant and Leia Organa are two cards that I'm very much considering getting back in the main. It might be our boy Cassian coming back in, but back to the Phoenix Squadron. This card is great. Again, this is exactly what I was hoping for, and I think that this um, really helps our turn one options be super, super good. Now, with Stay on Target, working with the Y Wings for the potential for double draws, um, that is why I still want the package of Y Wings. I still want them to be interacting with Tarkentown, with the Daring Raid, even though we've gone down to two. And we had to make space for this Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. So I think one of those spots is R2D2. I think that dropping this from 3 to 2, it guts our hand whenever we play this, and it can be blown out, but it just doesn't do enough. It just feels like, oh, they have initiative? Cool, I'll R2 for free. And you can wait to play this R2 when you're dirtling actions, so it does have a lot of use, but you don't always want to see it. You'd almost rather this sometimes be a more impactful card, or just another ship, or something like that. So I think R2 at a 2 of is totally fine, especially with it being unique. You can't R2 both units, and that works out great for us. Dropped one Alliance X-Wing. I'm debating between these. I'm continuing to test the Y-Wings, as I mentioned, because of Stay on Target. Um, so I think the Y-Wings are going to keep their spots as threes, but could shift around. Maybe we get a different unit, but everything else is looking awesome. Still on the Fang Fighters. Falcon's still absolutely insane. We dropped the Red 3. I just don't think it does enough. It's kind of a you play this on the Wedge. You play Red 3 on the Wedge turn. I think Sabine's Masterpiece is getting much more use now that we now have a green ship in the early turns. So you can go Phoenix Squadron A-Wing into Sabine's Masterpiece, and then on that following turn, you're threatening uh, giving experience and potentially, playing a red unit and pinging. So it's pretty cool. I think that that is this card can do a lot of work and can be very versatile and will demand an answer. So up to the three bright hopes. Yeah. Outside of that, I think that super stoked we got our card, and it's again far better than I expected. Having played Mercenary Gunship and Cad Bane a lot, I saw how that card could sometimes just smack for three and start to take over games. We've seen it with Green Squadron A-Wing. If it goes unchecked and it's just hitting three over and over and over, game starts to close out really really fast. I have noticed with Red Leader and disabling Fang Fighter that sometimes Rebel Assault can not be the card we want to see. Now, this card is absolutely insane. This could maybe go down as a 2 of because we probably only need one to win a game, and sometimes we don't always want to see it. So this is a card I've considered maybe shifting the numbers on just slightly, but I'm keeping it as a 3 of just because when it's good, it can the dream scenarios of doing anywhere into close to 20 damage with this card is real. If you Voltron two things and it's on the Wedge flip turn, you're going to be pushing some insane damage and closing a game from nowhere. So having access to this card is nuts, and we got another Rebel to make use of it, which is amazing. But there are times where it might not work out as much as we want. But um, we're going into February 13th and hopefully going to have some more spoilers here soon. The set should be out very, very soon. So, super excited to continue brewing with this. I'll be getting some games in and testing and continue to innovate. Wedge is looking good. I appreciate you all. Let me know down below what you think of the Phoenix Squadron A-Wing, what you think of Poe Dameron, and any of the other cards that were spoiled recently. Yeah, may the force be with you all. Stay awesome.